Having these systems in place with this tech, it creates sort of like a checklist sort of system, and you just work your way through the process, and you know, it just makes a really straight line. Next level building and construction was incorporated about 2 years ago. We started the business after being approached by multiple potential customers needing a builder. At that stage, we were still just a contracting service. We decided to make a move into a company and provide that new build service that was needed. Using our digital tech has definitely made us more efficient. Some of our software can actually be shared with the client. It gives them access to their schedule, our daily diaries. They can see updates. Ups production, makes it easier probably for the boys to work with as well. It's not as messy as trying to give them quality checklists in paper. I mean, it doesn't take much to lose a bit of paper on a building site. So we'll probably start with our timesheeting app. It's called Deputy. The boys will log into a job and they'll just clock in and clock out. Once they've done that and I approve those timesheets, it then shifts over to our pricing software, which will help us back cost. It helps us keep track of labour hours versus what's been allowed for. And the next one would be our health and safety app, HazardCo. That allows our boys to complete their inductions on site and then move into their risk assessment. So before they start their job, they can go through their checklist on the HazardCo app. And then also we conduct our toolbox meetings and our site reviews on it. We've got Builder Trend mainly for our customer management. It helps us capture our leads, and then we sort of push our leads through a process. We qualify them and then run them through that system to sort of know, find out the exact detail that we need to know for each customer, and try and help that, guide them through that preliminary process as best as possible. The quoting phase, which is run through build.govt.nz. Once your plans are complete, we load your plans onto build.govt.nz. We can measure that whole job within that. That gives us our quote, which we'll then present to the customer. If the quote's accepted, we'll update that lead to a job. Once we're in a job phase, we can then start ordering material through there. That's also where the Deputy timesheet hours start to go back to, so we can keep track of those hours. So I also use Asana. Asana is great because I can use it as like a to-do list for my tasks on site with the phone. If I'm having a quick chat with either a customer or a supplier, a subcontractor, or our employees, we can talk about something they might need tomorrow or next week. I can make a quick note on Asana, and then when I'm back on my desktop in the office, I can then look at my to-do list and then work through that list. The main drive for me to look for this bit of tech was because I was finding I could have been more productive. When you're at a point when you're using your systems and you feel like it could be done faster, or you're spending too much time on doing it, that's when you're probably going to realise I need to look at another bit of tech. And when you start doing that, you'll look at a lot of it and you'll think, gosh, that looks like a lot of homework trying to make that move. But if you just knuckle down and do it, the payoff's huge.